then when I got there, I was like babysitting. And
my thought was, what do we tell our sons?
Nigga, if you buying that ticket, you can fucking.
I got everything I need at my house. I don't need a hall pass.
Every time I get to a corner and I see somebody doing a famous Baltimore gangster lean.
We outside.
yes, indeed, it's the Shop Podcast. How y'all doing? We're recording live from Sharp Lady's car. How's everybody doing? We see Sharp Lady car more than we see anything. What's going on?
She really needs to be an influencer the way she be in her car.
I know.
I just get off work at 5:00, so I don't be home yet.
Kids at home, make sure you don't do podcasting and driving. That is dangerous. The Shop DMV does not promote that.
Why would you move me?
Uh-oh.
He putting me out there.
So,
Anyway.
people, how y'all doing? We have another co-host today. We got Mimi and Miss Latoya. How y'all doing?
I am great. I have had a heck of a busy day. Miss Sharp Lady probably knows what this is because I did not know this was a thing. But my niece had decision day at school. That's the thing now. So she will be going to Bowie State University.
Yeah.
Shout out to the HBCUs. So I spent the day at Dunbar with my niece. I did have a shirt on that said Summer's Decision Day 2024, but Mimi had on her Barbie shirt, so I switched into this so we could be twinning. So
Twinning.
That's what's going on with me.
Okay.
Big Shot.
We have another call that just joined us. We have a special guest.
Look, Mimi.
It's
When
a
the last
ghost.
time you seen him?
It's the Legend of Hutch. How you doing?
What to do with the business is?
Man.
Welcome
It's been a
back.
minute.
Welcome
It's
back,
been a
Carter.
minute.
Welcome back.
Well, we need to inform you of some changes that we recently made. Our show usually only goes an hour now.
It goes an hour and a half.
We shoot for an hour.
You know, as soon as you get to the end and you try to close it, that's when another thing pops up. That's mainly me. But I'm like, I got one more thing to ask y'all.
All right, what's up?
What's going on now?
It's 5 of us.
Yes.
The last time I seen this guy wear a Knicks jersey, I think he lost. Don't put that shit on no more.
Who are you talking to? You might be talking to Andrew.
Yeah,
I had on the next jersey or whatever like that, but y'all didn't lose after that.
I don't know. I think we did.
Don't be like that, bro.
Yeah, don't stick to your team. Don't choose New York.
All right, well, I got the Timberwolves on today, bro.
Yeah, stick to them people who got in the playoffs. Stay with them people.
No, the Timberwolves in the playoffs, champ.
So they are? Well, I wouldn't know because I'm for the Knicks.
No, I dig it. It ain't even like that. Yo. I picked the playoff team today. That's all.
Yeah, I hear that.
Pastor got a whole fabulous closet.
Yeah.
That nigga closet look like fabulous.
Hey, look. He ain't got that Apple Watch, but he got them jerseys, though.
No, I got an Apple Watch.
Oh, he said, do not come for him.
Where I been at? Where this came about?
Hey, you know what? Believe it or not, or whatever like that, actually you shall receive. Knocking it shall be given. Listen, so you know somebody in the military, they upgraded their Apple Watch and they gave me the old one.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
The wife dropped the bag. She dropped the ball.
No, she didn't. She knew God would come through.
Yeah.
She was operating on faith. That she didn't need to go out there and do it.
Y'all wife gonna stick together.
And she saved her coins.
Hey, Hutch, let them have it, yo. I don't want no problems, yo. I don't want to sleep on the couch, brother.
I'm here. I'm here for the mess. That's what I do.
It's always the people that don't have to sleep on the couch that be giving out bad advice.
They're all right. I can sleep on my couch, in my bed, wherever. How long?
Man,
Yeah.
it's good to have you with us, brother.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Mm.
One night only.
Oh.
You know, when people are special guests, they get the fresh baldy and the fresh lineup and everything. Let's
One night
see.
only. Yeah. So what's up? How everybody doing?
Doing good, man.
How you been? There's a lot of changes going on.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been all right. Trying to figure things out in life. But, you know, as life goes on and we make decisions, you know, that can make things happen, or decisions that can say, hey, this ain't for me. You know, sometimes we try things, sometimes we go with it, sometimes we don't. But a lot of things have happened in the last, what is it, about two months. A lot of things have happened, so we'll see what the next route is. So as far as me, I'm about to start a summer camp. So, you know, transportation is just like, you know, a saturated situation. You know, a lot of people in the game, and I'm deciding to. I ain't bowing out, but I'm deciding to do things a little bit to the left. You know, so I'm starting a program. Well, you know the program, Big Shop and shit. But the program has now changed and is now started into. We're going to do a summer camp. And we're going to do the after school, before and after school care. You know, and it's more for mentoring the kids. You know, that's what I'm out here doing, because I gotta take my next exit. You know, and some people think I'm not doing transportation anymore. So for those folks that I posted a long message, I'm still doing transportation. You know, because I'm selling these vehicles. It doesn't mean that I'm out the game. It just means that I have to evolve and do other things.
What's up, Williams?
Everybody's just doing the same situation, but they ain't doing it the right way. So, you know, in business, I feel like when you're doing the business, you gotta do things the right way. And I don't knock nobody what they're doing, but as far as me, I made a decision to get a job, but that might not have been a good decision for me. But I also made a decision to go ahead and, you know, move on with this nonprofit and, you know, start with the summer camp. So that's where I'm at, what I've been doing for the last 2 months, you know, so.
Meanwhile, I still been pushing T out here for the proms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, we still running that prom game. I set him up, he knocked him down. You already know what it is. Season 3 of this prom thing. You know, the crazy part about I wasn't even gonna do prom this year. But when people call your phone, it's just like, all right, okay, I'll do it. But I wasn't even into prom this year.
Okay.
Who's next?
Oh, I got a praise report. One of my members, they had a scare or whatever a while back with a cancer diagnosis. But fast forward, the doctor said they don't see no more cancer. So
Amen.
hey, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to praise God for that real quick.
Amen.
Amen.
This turned into a 20% church podcast for that. We're gonna dock you 3 minutes.
I know you ain't talking.
Dock you 3 minutes at the end.
We out here saving your soul. Now you want to give the pastor Tomlin?
Hey, I'm just saying, we gotta keep it moving. Business is business. Pastor, no, he get the last 3 minutes.
Why she gonna ask you a question before the show over?
Nope.
Okay, we'll see. We shall see.
Shablay, what you been up to?
Well, I say in the last 3 weeks, I started a new position, and I'm just trying to see if I like it or not, or if I want to, you know, kind of go back to doing what I was doing. So I'm just making a small adjustment in life and just trying to see what I want to do.
I really feel like being on Demon Time and saying something funny, but I ain't gonna do it.
Go ahead. Say something funny. I might need that
No,
joke for the day.
no. Anyways, so your new position is still in Baltimore?
Yes. And I know what y'all get ready to say. I need to move back to Baltimore.
I mean, at this point,
I mean, you really live in Baltimore. You just live on the road.
Pretty much. Yep.
But hey, it
But
is what
you
it
know
is.
the truth of the matter is that, there are really, to be honest, there are really no, good paying jobs in the good old state of Pennsylvania, especially not in Hanover. And so, you got to make some choices. So, I made the choice to commute. I'm not the only one. It's a lot of people I see on the road with me every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Randy. And yeah, real quick, sorry, we did not shout out Mimi. Hey, Mimi.
I think the one who doesn't like her did.
Dang. You don't like it.
But
Don't Hutch. Don't feed it. Don't
Hutch.
feed it, Hutch. Don't feed it.
it's
Don't
not
feed it.
past and it's not Big Shark.
Don't feed it, Hutch. Just
Damn.
carry on. Carry on. Carry
I'm
on.
gonna get shut up. So it's 2 other people.
It ain't you.
This is the problem
It ain't
with us
me.
folks. This is the problem with us folks. My man over here started daycare and all that stuff, and then you gonna throw dirt on my name. Like if I don't like kids, well, I like kids.
I ain't say you don't like kids. I said, is this one
No.
you don't like?
Big Six is for the kids. I like all kids.
He said he was scared of my baby.
No, I'm looking for
I'm afraid of
a
snakes. I
managerial
don't like them.
role in the daycare system. Don't put me on that.
You won't come work at mine. How about you?
That's messed up.
You will not work at Amina Smiles daycare.
Oh, is that right?
No.
Sharp lady, we here again.
I'm just
Here we go.
I'm just
Here
saying.
we go.
I'm sorry.
All right, man.
What's been going on with you, DJ Big Six?
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and y'all wouldn't understand it until it happens. My refrigerator broke on like Friday. It's still not fixed, and the guy ain't coming till Thursday. And I ain't gonna front. When you say it out loud, you're like, "Oh, that sounds crazy." But when you actually live in it, it really sucks.
Do
Like
you
all
have
the
a
meat
deep-
on bad.
Do you have a deep
Huh?
freezer?
No.
You don't have nothing else to put the stuff in?
No, I'm doing it the old school way with the damn cooler and some ice, but it ain't working.
Bruh.
Wow.
Mine went up 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Why your phone always doing that?
All I did was I said 2 weeks and balloons went up. We
You just-
were going on a group trip to Deep Creek. And like I want to say 2 days before, and the trip was like the week before Thanksgiving. A couple days before the refrigerator went up, I was like, oh my God, we don't have a deep freezer either. We're not being adults. That's our problem. We need to be adults and have a deep freezer. But I had a small refrigerator that my friend Rachel, shout out to Dr. Shelton, gave me when I was going through when I was going through dialysis. So we tried to use that small refrigerator that you use in the college dorm to hold us over. It did come before Thanksgiving, but I was mad because I wanted another one, and the guy in the store was like, ma'am, I'm pretty sure you need a refrigerator before this one can come in. So look at one that's going to come in sooner. So my heart is with you guys.
Yeah, so today I have to go on that creep trip and put everything in the trash and go to a selected location and drop that trash off.
Okay, I was wondering what a creep trip was.
Yeah, I gotta. This is how we pull jixes out here. You gotta go find the dumpster. But anyway,
Let's go to a store.
besides that, y'all been chilling. I want to know what's going on in the world because I ain't been paying too much attention. Anybody know anything except for the one thing that I do know that I would like to play a video about shortly?
Go ahead. Let's talk about the one thing you know.
What, Kendrick?
All right. My boss said I can't play the whole video, so I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet.
Welcome back. 10:15 this morning. That means it's time to check what's making headlines in Hollywood, and there's a lot of it.
Absolutely. TMZ's Charles Ladaboudier. He's joining us live from LA with the details. Charles, good to see you. Listen, one thing about TMZ, you all are going to break entertainment news and you're going to do a special. I can always count on that, Charles. So this time, though, you all are focusing on Diddy in your latest.
Yeah, this new special, The Downfall of Diddy, is now available on Tubi. And in it, we speak to a lot of people in his circle, people who were formerly in his circle and people who are still in his circle. Some people who are supporting him, people like Stevie J, and then others who have been, loud opponents of his for years, including Aubrey O'Day. And she's speaking out for the first time since the Cassie lawsuit and since the federal raids. And she is, telling us she's the one who's been, sounding the alarm about Diddy for years, she says. And, she says she feels that somewhat vindicated because no one was really listening to her, believing her. Of course, we should point out, while she says she feels vindicated, he has not been charged with anything at this point. And we do know that there is a federal investigation, but again, they have not charged him yet. And as for the civil lawsuits, those are ongoing.
And I'm going to stop right there. So we know what happens to our man. Well, not our man. I'm sorry. I apologize. Didn't mean to offend anybody. But we know what happened to R. Kelly. Do y'all feel like this video, The Downfall of Diddy, on the world famous Tubi channel, is going to be what brings the man, the myth, the legend down?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think this documentary will be the one.
Which one was the R. Kelly one? What channel was that?
That was on Lifetime.
So when Lifetime steps in, it might be over.
I don't think that Diddy is. I mean,
Surviving R. Kelly was on Netflix.
I don't see where Diddy's story and R. Kelly's story they're similar.
Well, it's not that. It's the way they do it. Once they start putting out a movie video on you, people start to care more.
I think Puff got way more power, way more lawyers. You know what I'm saying? I think Puff is gonna be all right. And I think that's why he's like doing a lot of quiet shit. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Aubrey today, and I think some of the when a couple months ago when he was giving everybody back their rights and all that publishing, they got a lot of clauses in that thing. So, he's not dumb. So he already probably knew on the heads up this was coming. So he's not dumb.
I mean, it's the feds, though.
Huh?
It's the feds.
I mean, the feds can be outplayed too. The feds can be bought too.
Anybody else have an opinion?
I agree with Hutch that I do think these are different types of cases. So first of all, I think his downfall would have to be a criminal case, and there are no criminal cases against him. I would like to see what the feds come up with. I was watching somebody video where they were saying they didn't really buy into the federal raid so much. I don't know. I just want to see what they come up with first. But like I said, unless it's a criminal case that comes, if he leaves, I don't think that he will get to a point where he's broke and living in Randallstown with me. But I also don't think, unless there are criminal charges filed, and a lot of things that we hear, I actually had this. I commented on somebody's thing the other day. I was like, it's funny how we believe certain people but don't believe other people. So, and I'm a proponent of, if somebody says something happened to them, it should be investigated. I'm not going to say whether I believe them or not, because if I wasn't there, I can't give an account to whether I think this person is lying or not. But I think that some things were just, I don't question Cassie's lawsuit, and not to say everything that was in hers was correct. I don't really question hers. This Rodney fella, I question stuff in his. His lawyer has been brought up on ethics issues. So I'm almost not sure if it's going to go anywhere, because the person levying these claims, him and his lawyer both out here looking like fools. So it's a gotta wait and see type of thing.
I just feel like in life, celebrity or no celebrity, when people are on hot water, why do we wait till that time to start exposing things? If it was such an issue with Puff, why wasn't all these people coming up before? Why wasn't all this news being exposed before? Why they had to wait for Cassie or whatever the case may be? Like, you know what I'm saying? You attacking this man's kids, and you know these girls are still in high school. He got a baby that's gonna be, you know, going to school. You know, in a few years. He got basically 3 older sons. I mean, you know, it's like you attacking the kids as well, but why now? Why not the early 2000s? Why not the late 90s? I mean, you saying that this man is having sexual relationships with men. I mean, that's his preference. Because he got kids and had a couple of beautiful women, that means that he can't like men as well. I mean, it happens every day. Malik Yoba likes transvestites. Mr. C rests his soul, he likes transvestites. I mean, so, you know, because this guy is, I don't understand why people have to, in turn, you know, throw dirt. If it's already dirt on the man there, why they got to keep on throwing more dirt? And if it was such a big deal, why all these lawsuits now?
Well, I think the lawsuit now comes from in those days he was larger than life almost.
Technically, the lawsuit now actually only references like last year or the year before last.
Yeah, but I mean, he was larger than life. Sometimes you feel like you can't take down a big person like that. Right now, I mean, it's a touch and go situation, but I think he showed a chink in his armor when he gave Cassie that bread so fast.
Well, so a couple things I want to say. First, with the question to why everybody's coming out with the lawsuit that's out now, basically, and it's part of the reason why I question the guy. He didn't get paid what he felt like he should have got paid for the Love album. And he was like, since y'all not paying me what I want, here's what I'm going to do. And his lawsuit includes things that have nothing to do with a lot of things. Like a lot of his outing Diddy or like other people, he uses it under the armor that like he didn't pay me properly, but the money that Universal gave him, he out paying for prostitutes and drugs and this, that, and the third. Oh, and by the way, he got pictures of this, that, things that don't have anything to do with the case. As for Cassie, one of the things was you could not do a criminal case, but they had implemented a law in New York and a couple other states after that you could file civil claims on abuse. And that's when Cassie stepped up and did hers. the reason for the settlement, it may look to us as weak, but other people are on that settlement, and big companies settle to get out of the news. So it looks like Diddy settled, but the companies that Diddy is affiliated with were being sued, and they were like, we have to settle.
Do we know the sexuality of the producer?
I don't know, but he claims that Diddy kept trying to groom him for Cuba Gooding Jr.
This guy writing the whole movie, dog. But anyways,
but the reason why, one last thing, the reason why I said I don't think the TMZ one would be fall is because while I do, if something happened, I know TMZ gonna have breaking news, but it also seems like it is a compilation of probably reports that they've gathered. I mean, it's easy for them to do a documentary because they're gonna have like all the happening things and, you know, able to have Diddy's history to talk about. But also there are people who really want to get out there and say something about him, but don't really have evidence, should I say, maybe. So I'm interested to watch it because I never knew what Aubrey's claim was, but also I ain't seen her file a lawsuit, so I feel like she don't have anything to stand on.
I feel like, so from my understanding, when he was giving out the money for people to get their royalties or whatever back, he had put in there some type of NDA. Basically, you can't say nothing bad about him. She said that it was like she was going to get a low amount of money, and she said it wasn't worth.
But she been mad at him long before giving out.
Yeah, she mad. So this is her opportunity.
So, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't know what her grievance is from. Like, I feel like she can say she hate him, but like Cassie can say you abused me. Kid Cudi, whether it's true or not, can say you blew up my car. I don't know what Aubrey is saying. Even this Rodney guy is saying you tried to groom me to be with somebody else. These are all things that you can put in a lawsuit. I haven't heard of a lawsuit from Aubrey, so I don't know if it's just I got a couple bosses that I hate that I wouldn't even put on my resume because I don't want to be affiliated with them. But it don't mean they're gonna go to jail or that I can sue them. So that's my only thing. I'm done. Did we want to go to Kendrick because Hutch said that? Hutch thought you had better news to present.
I mean, we ain't here. I hear Pastor's thoughts. What do you think
on the whole Diddy thing?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Toya. I'm just like, what's fact? I want to know what's fact and what's not. So it's like, you know, I guess my question would be like, is it going to be some cancel culture or whatever? Because nobody really, even when they thought Michael Jackson was guilty of, you know, messing with what they accused him of, they didn't cancel Michael Jackson. Nobody's canceled R. Kelly, and furthermore, I don't think they're going to cancel P. Diddy over whatever.
Okay.
I asked people in the very beginning, like with Cassie, I was like, so are we canceling Diddy? What's the rules? And I got a lot of people like, I don't even listen to Diddy. I was like, go to a party where they play music our age and tell me again if you listen to any music that Diddy didn't have a part in.
They just want to hear NLE Chopper.
I don't even know who that is, but to my point, I said our age.
I know, but I was
because I also wasn't asking the kids, are they boycotting Diddy? I'm not sure if they know who he is.
Y'all haven't heard that NLE Chopper song yet? It's all over the internet.
I'm a 40-year-old wife and mother that is going back to school and works full time. No.
But I'm pretty sure it's on your timeline.
I have not heard, even though I just said we can get to it, I haven't heard Kendrick diss. So who has heard it?
Me?
I heard
Kendrick
part
diss,
of it.
not whatever you said.
I heard part of it this morning.
I didn't hear it, but I heard somebody reading some lines from it that seemed quite funny.
All right, Charblade, what you think about the song?
You talking about Kendrick's diss, the Euphoric?
Yeah.
I don't know, because to be honest with you, I'm kind of waiting, like basically what the top talk this morning was that by the end of the night Drake's gonna come out with something else. So
Well, that's pretty fast. It's pretty fast.
well, that's what I was listening to, Sirius XM, and that's pretty much what they feel that's gonna happen. And because they said that Drake was IG trolling a lot since Euphoric hit.
So I haven't listened to the whole thing. I started listening to it. I gotta finish it. But I feel like the difference between Kendrick responding and Drake responding is Kendrick gonna respond like, and they said it on like one of the XM channels. Kendrick gonna respond like back in the day. He gonna give you like a strategic diss or whatever like that, like some real hip hop type stuff. But like Drake is gonna give you like a Billboard single or whatever like that. So like it's different. It's different to me or whatever. So like, not saying Drake don't got bars, but I'm just saying like it's a different kind of diss or whatever like that. So when Drake put out Back to Back, when he was going at Meek Mill or whatever like that, it was like a Billboard single. It was a diss, but it was like a Billboard single. You get what I'm saying?
I like my diss like that.
Okay.
Because I like to know what you're saying. I mean, because if you we know what my favorite is, but Back to Back, I like one.
No, it was fire.
I like Ether, whatever Jay-Z's was. I like you to make it a real song.
But you know,
What that say? Drake gonna wait until the AI voices clear this time.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know who on my camera, but I mean, to make a song as a diss is like kind of whack. Like, I don't know who said it. I forgot the guy name from Philly, but he said it's a difference between hip hop and hip hop, P-O-P, which what Drake is. He's more of the pop disser. You know, you want to make a song that's gonna go on a chart. You know, and on some street shit, they gonna make just whatever. They might put whatever out. Like, I'm just not a fan of Drake. Like, he got big fans that's gonna make his song, as y'all say, his song blow up. But he ain't responding to Rick Ross.
He did in his he did online. He just didn't do it musically.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Online. I mean, if we're gonna make diss albums or diss songs or diss records, whatever the case may be, put that shit on record. Back in the day, we ain't had no IG and memes and all that stuff. When Jay-Z was going after Nas or going after when State Property was going after Rocks and all that, that should be on Clue the next Saturday. It will be on Doo Wop the next Saturday. All the mixtape DJs had it the next week. Like, you knew someone was gonna drop on that Saturday.
Not to be a Drake defender, but one, I will say, back in the day, they didn't do it because they also didn't have that at their advantage. So they couldn't do it. But I also think that it's on brand for Drake because most of, like, I don't know any of Drake's music now unless it's TikTokable. So I am not surprised to see like go back at somebody on the internet. And in that case, 50 Cent do it all the time. I think where this beef stands is I heard somebody say, and I agree. I don't think it's going to do anything to change any of these people's careers. I think if you're a Drake fan and Drake got stands, you're going to be a Drake fan. If you aren't a Drake fan anymore, you ain't going to be a fan of it.
Well,
I'm also not in my 18s and 20s, so who knows? I don't know.
I'm a Drake fan.
I told you.
I don't know. I like what Kendrick doing though.
well.
And while we still on the subject of beef, I don't care what Quavo puts out. I don't think he's gonna be able to put out anything to match what Chris Brown said.
I feel like that's who won.
He put something out, but it was wet.
Oh yeah, I did hear a response. I don't know. I'm lying. I don't know.
Wet. It was garbage.
Chris,
I mean, at the end of the day, when you're an R&B artist and you come with a rap song, but a rap diss song, you can't come back. Like, you're done for.
also to Chris Breezy's point, he be rapping. Like somebody posted a list of like, whoops. Let me tell y'all how that's unnecessary. That was solely because I am playing with the cord to the iPad and I dropped the iPad. That was so unnecessary. But yeah, I mean,
So
that's
like
all I got
Quavo
on
did?
rap beefs. To me, beef is what I cook. So that's it. I'm about to be 41. I ain't got time to be
Beef is when you find a nigga dead in the street. Beef is when I see you. Guaranteed to be I see you.
One more time.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a question. Why is Rick Ross beefing with Drake?
Why not?
You said
He
what?
said they're not friends. He said why not? They're not friends. He said. I think Drake said something about him though.
I don't know. I will say I wasn't a big fan of the Kendrick song, but I'm not a big Kendrick fan. I like.
Did you listen to it a second time? I'm being smart, but literally, I think it was my cousin was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. That wasn't good, or something like that. And then he came back like an hour later and was like, all right, I listened to it a second time. It's all right.
I think I did listen to it maybe twice, but it really. I mean, not saying it was bad. I'm just not a Kendrick fan unless it's like certain singles, and I wasn't a fan of like most of his albums. Period. So I mean, he just not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not at this point in my life a fan of either. But I also probably only know like 2 Kendrick Lamar songs, if I'm being honest.
Well,
Kendrick fan either, but I mean, as far as a couple of his joints when he first came out,
yeah,
that was, you know what I'm saying. But he started to get a little weird too, like with his dress and all that shit. Like, I mean,
yeah, when they start getting weird, I don't like them.
Yeah, so I mean, all of them, Kid Cudi, Kanye. Yeah. I mean, all of them just started getting a little weird, you know.
Well, I like Kanye.
Kanye he's different, but like when you start like putting dresses on,
He's weird.
Wearing with them pants that be, you know, I don't know, man. They just started to get a little weird, man.
I think that's how I can sum it up. I don't like your music when you become weird.
Yeah.
Do you not like the music, or do you not like the music because they're weird?
I think for me, when the weird part starts to come in, like the dressing and your music starts to change, like you gave us somebody different, and now I guess you're showing your representative now. So you showed us your representative, and now you're gonna come with who you really are. So if you was that person who was wearing dresses and your nails was colored and all that stuff, maybe you should have came out like that before.
If you came out like that before, we probably wouldn't like you.
Exactly, that's my point.
And I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the building right here. I don't know if I really care as much as everybody for Andre 3000.
You got weird too.
I know what you're not going to do is convince me that I want to listen to a Flute album.
Right.
Yeah,
but
but
like, how is he having a concert? Like,
but you know, people was like, actually, if you think about it, that's real. That's like driving in the car meditating. Okay.
I mean, yo, I can say, "Hey, y'all" was creative, but it was different. But when he started,
you never liked him.
I think when he was regular on some Southern playalistic, whatever the hell thing, maybe he was okay. But I feel like when he started dressing weird, that's when shit changes.
Man, that's that Erykah Badu pussy.
I feel like Andre 3000. To me, he was always weird. I mean, from the very beginning. That's just my opinion. I never really I never cared for him from the very beginning.
So you ain't like him in the Outcast, ATLiens?
No, I don't know. It was just something about him. He just came across like weird to me.
She said, "No, not never. I ain't like him."
All right, real quick. Let's go through. Let's talk about.
Why? Because I said I didn't like him. Never. I never was a fan of his.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, in the beginning, he wasn't weird. Once he got in that Erykah Badu abyss, that's when the change happened. But when he first came out, he was a young kid from Atlanta. You know, for me, this is how I feel. When he first came out, two young guys from Atlanta, a group, they dressed like regular young guys, and they were just rapping, doing their thing. The change happened when he got with that lady. Just like Common, like DOC. I mean, I don't know what
Did Common go weird?
Oh, yeah.
When?
Common went weird. When he was with her. And now he's back to who he was. So she might have not put it on him too much, but he was weird when he was with her.
Who else got weird?
I mean, DOC is not a big name, but you know the guy from NWA, he was with her too.
Besides the people that she was with, other people like Young Thug went weird.
Young Thug went weird.
Did
What's his name?
Did Lil Uzi Vert get weird, or was he already weird?
Lil Uzi Vert was always weird.
I can't believe Lil Uzi Vert's from Philly. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen come out of Philly. Go ahead.
What's Kid Push name?
Who would think that's what shoot, Kid Push
Lupe
man, I can't even remember his name now. She's saying it.
Lupe got weird wearing dresses and shit.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that just went weird. Like, I mean, I guess because I'm a product of mid-90s, late 90s, shit. No, I'm sorry, early 90s. Let me not say mid-90s. Early 90s, late 80s, you know what I'm saying, early 2000s. I guess because I'm from that, I can't relate to putting fingernail polish on your fingers and wearing dresses and wearing, you know, them pants that's like big at the bottom. I guess I can't get with that. What the hell is wrong with my camera? But I can't get with that. Like, I don't know.
Do we know what this nail polish thing means?
I don't know, because Drake, they got a picture of Drake hugging Birdman, and he got his shit. Lil Wayne got weird.
Yeah, Lil Wayne did get weird.
Y'all do know that there was a time where men polished their nail or whatever, wore skirts, maybe not the polish.
Clear.
Huh?
Clear.
I'm saying in history. Not when we were born, but
That black nail polish is just ridiculous.
I mean, if a man gets clear nail polish, it's different. At least you can't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for a man to wear colors, black, red, purple on your nails is kind of like crazy. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it.
Mm.
so crazy though.
Why is it crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, we
Well,
old
why
haters, I guess.
why if you're not doing it, why does it now? If you're saying overall, like, because I know Hutch said some people music changed along with them changing, but like if they still make dope songs and wear a kilt and black nail polish, does it make the song any less dope?
I don't think so. If it's a dope song, it's a dope song all the way around. Like Old Town Road was a dope song.
And see, my only thing with him is though, he's a fraud. Why didn't he just come out and say that she was, you know what I'm saying, gay? There was nothing wrong with being gay. Why didn't you just come out and say that? Now you worshiping the devil, you gay. Like, come on now, like, don't grab everybody's attention, and then after you got everybody's attention and everybody loving your song, and you know what I'm saying, you got millions of people with you, then all of a sudden, boom, you worshiping the devil, and you want to come out. You should. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You could have came out, but I mean, I guess to each his own.
I wonder how people who, I don't know, because we're kind of turning this into something else, but I do wonder how rappers who came out gay or who came out like that feel about his success and him pulling the curtain over people's eyes. Like, I would say Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana came out, this is what I am, this is how I am, and he made hits. He made good songs, but I wonder if he feels like Little Nas X or whatever his name is came out and stole that moment from him.
I mean, I don't know about that community, but I don't think he like took any light or shine from him, because okay, with Saucy Santana and the other and Trina Cousin, yeah, they got records. Light. Yeah, they got Bobby Light. They got records, right? But they don't got records that's on the radio. And now that Lil Nas X, after Old Town Road, what have you heard from him on the radio?
I think you just might not hear it on your radio station, but one of the other stations I used to listen to always was playing them. And I feel like Lil Nas X basically from the beginning told us he was gay. Like, it was during that song.
That song had a long run.
So, okay. So also, as an ally, I will say this: I don't think that straight people don't come out and announce that they're straight. So I don't understand why we put such an emphasis on people coming out. If I decide to be gay, y'all just gonna see me pop up with somebody.
I mean, you're absolutely right? But what I'm saying is how he did it. Like, you don't have to be. You could have just came out on your first hit record with what you were doing after your hit record. The devil worshiping, the
but that was like
just came out
too.
Huh?
That wasn't a long wait. It wasn't like, I don't think our eyes. I think initially when the song dropped, people were playing Old Town Road and their kids all loved it. And then he said, "This is what the song is about." It wasn't like years later that that it was like he changed the narrative of things. It was when it was in real time.
No,
I think that
in real time, but shit. You go from the kids loving this guy, and all of a sudden you worship the devil. Like that, no, man.
I mean, I think that's the parenting responsibility right there.
I think that we probably didn't pay attention. Nobody did their research on him because, according to what I heard, is that he used to do like Nicki Minaj impersonations before that. So I mean, you probably could have, but it was like if he only had 300 people viewing and stuff, ain't nobody heard it, and then he goes from trillions of people watching it and not really doing any research on him. That's just what we got. But I mean, he is weird, and I ain't gonna lie. So I have heard, I say about 4 or 5 songs that he have that played on radio or like places that I visit, and a lot of them songs I like. Now, one thing that I thought was extremely funny is that jail video. I feel like that is the funniest thing in the world, and then they put Diddy head on it, but I thought that was hilarious. I'm guessing none of y'all seen the jail video, have y'all?
I don't know what you speak of.
So it's like he's in jail, right? And like dudes with pink jumpsuits is twerking on him. And then he comes out and he's dancing, and the guy's holding his pockets and shit. I thought that shit was hilarious. But that's just what I think is funny. But
Hutch, do you have a letter for us? I also think that. Oh, you know what? He watched the show. Never mind. You don't have to repeat what you said about him. Hutch, you need better friends.
Did you hear what I said?
It's funny how only Hutch get letters. I think you make up these letters and then send them.
I mean, none of the admins said they ain't never get a letter.
I did say I get people to send me topics.
You get a whole Strawberry letter?
I get people who send me a full debrief of our episodes. If you are watching, don't send me a debrief.
What people that's today, man?
But everybody know you. Never mind.
Yeah, I got something. I'm gonna post it.
You said you're gonna post it?
I'm gonna send it to y'all, but I got something.
Is it the lingerie thing?
Okay, well, while you
that question came from like, I really wanted to know about that, but we'll get into that. But you want me to read the letter, or you gonna read it? You see?
Oh, what was that? Didn't you? It was something that was sent to the group.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't know why my camera not working.
Okay, I'll read the letter. It says, "Hey y'all, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years now, and not only am I pregnant with our first child, but he also just proposed. He's truly the love of my life, and I really have no complaints about our relationship. He recently asked me to move in with him so we can prepare for the baby, but under one condition. I have to get rid of the dog who's been with me for 10 years. Didn't we do this?
Yeah, we did that last week.
Oh. Yeah, we did that, Hutch. So I'm going to skip reading that. And I'm going to ask, how do y'all feel about soul ties? Pastor, you go first.
To be honest with you.
Did I read it? Is it what? I thought it was.
What? That was the same letter we did last week.
But I thought soul ties was about lingerie.
What?
Oh.
Is it a joke I missed?
Nah, I thought there was something about. I seen something that said soul ties, but then I seen something about lingerie.
Okay, so there are 2 things. I'm going with the first one. Those are separate things.
Oh, I see lingerie and stop reading.
And considering you put this in the group, I'm disturbed.
Is Hutch backstage?
I think so.
My camera's not working. What's going on?
So let's start with soul ties.
So this is how I feel with soul ties. Everybody, the background of it is or whatever. People kind of sleep together willy nilly, but good old church folks, church mothers, church fathers, and everything be like, you got to be cognizant of the soul ties when you sleeping willy nilly. My take on it is, I feel like a lot of people, and if you don't have no feelings and you got an icebox where your heart used to be, that's 100% your business or whatever. But sometimes I don't think everybody is keeping it 100, and everybody don't have an icebox where their heart used to be. And a lot of times, even though they say they don't have no feelings and they can have all these one night stands, it be soul ties involved.
Well, I feel like with soul ties, it's a person you just can't get rid of. That motherfucker is just there. Years and years and years and years. You might go on to another relationship and they just there. And you just can't break away from them.
Okay, before I give my answer, I have a question.
I got a question too.
What Hutch just described, can somebody have that without having sex?
How'd you answer first?
Yeah.
Did you mute
I
yourself?
think he said yes.
I think he said yes, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was kind of the question I wanted to ask Toya. I'm trying to piggyback on what you were saying. Like, it's like, because it also, it's women and guys that be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm good, you know what I mean, it don't matter, I can sleep with whoever and not have no feelings or whatever. But I'm just like, damn, I got sidetracked for a second.
Lingerie is really throwing you off, huh?
Really, Toya?
I'm gonna tell you, it threw me off because I just realized I said that because I was reading Randy's comment and I realized that says lingering and not lingerie.
No, I just want to know, like, you know, for a person that's been lived in that experience where it was like, you know, kind of having one night stands and said just sleeping without no feelings. What did you ever have a situation where, and yet you said that it didn't affect you, but the opposite, it actually affected you. You actually had a soul tie, and you know, even though you didn't want to. You know what I'm saying, Toya?
I don't. Sorry. No, not at all. I do know what you're saying, and I agree with what Randy said. Randy said, I'm okay with people defining soul ties based on a lingering, not lingerie, a lingering affection. I'm not okay with people associating it with biblical truth. That is how I feel. I think that whenever I hear people talk about it, it's from a biblical place. But so that's why I'm quick to be like, I don't even believe in it. I don't, so I'm not the icebox that's like, I never had feelings, but I do think that I'm not gonna lie, I can sleep with somebody and not be in love with them. I can sleep with somebody and not like them. I'm being honest. That part of my body can work differently from my heart.
Yo, Mimi looked at you like she felt different about you. You said that. Yo, she looked back at you like, really?
But I mean, because I was about to say, I got a whole child out here with somebody. And that's what I got with that person. A child, not a soul child. Would I be sad if that person died? I would be sad for that person's family. But I'm connected to one person. And that's it. In that reference. And I don't believe there's a soul tie. I believe that I love this person. And I'm probably gonna contradict myself because I always tell him, I'll be like, you're my soul's mate. And then I'll be like, for now, like, You are the mate that I have now. You are the one who I'm with. You are the love of my life now. I have had other people I felt like they were the love of my life. And when it was over, I'm not saying I break up with somebody and the next day I'm like, whew, I don't care about that person anymore. But I get over that relationship. I'm no longer linked.
Is that really a soul tie?
Probably not, because I don't subscribe to that theory.
What I take as a soul tie is what's that?
Well, you know what a soul tie is, since you thought lingerie was a part of this.
No, I didn't read that soul tie thing. All I seen was the one that said lingerie. I don't know where that soul tie thing came from. But if you've seen the movie, I want to say it's Hitch. Not Hitch. What's the one where he played the superhero?
Hancock.
Yes. I feel like that is a soul tie. No matter what time, no matter what happened with him and the girl, they seem to always find each other and fall in love, and that was killing them. Okay. I do feel.
How many times has that happened to you?
It's happened to me a couple times.
So, like, no matter what, even now?
I think I mean, in my head.
I mean, because I think, to Randy's earlier point, I think that Randy had a lot of points that I seem to have missed. I think that we label that soul tie because we haven't really gotten over that relationship. But I think if you get over it, not soul tie. Look how it got untied. Look how your soul's done unlinked.
Who's saying over it? No. I would like to say that you definitely sucked the special out of that.
Got soul ties out there right now?
Probably do. I just don't see them. I stay away.
Let me call my.
Because you know what? They was killing me.
Oh, okay. I'm not knocking it for anybody who does believe in it. I mean, there are people who believe in Santa Claus. Some people don't believe in Jesus, and I do. So I don't knock anybody for their beliefs. If that's what you choose, that's what you choose. It's just, as for me,
I mean, literally.
I think my husband may feel different on this subject. Actually, I think this is one we might not have the same feeling as, but it's just, I have certain things I've never thought or really bought into since I was a child, and soul ties is one of them. And as psychology major,
you literally sucked the fairy tale out of a great thing.
It's not rooted in anything substantial. I'm sorry, I did not mean to kill the fairy tale. Anybody else on soul? Hutch, do you have any soul ties left out there?
Yeah, I got soul ties. I need to cut the hell off.
Oh.
These things happen.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. I mean, there's a lot of people out here with soul ties, but I just feel like, sometimes that might be also the love of your life as well. That might be somebody who you really should be with, but y'all just can't get it right.
Yeah, it's like the end of Suits.
They best friends.
All up in somebody's business.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Anyway,
Hancock, yeah.
Pastor.
Yes, ma'am.
Pastor Drew, you got any lingering soul ties?
No,
man. You know the answer for him, dog. You ain't gotta waste your time.
I ain't gotta waste my time, but I bet you I will ask. So
I can answer that for him.
Let me get to the. Well, where is Kathy at? Because I'm on the island by myself.
Kathy, I think her phone died.
Women, do you put the same lingerie on for different men, or is it one wear and done? Well, the short answer is I've been with my husband for over 10 years. So he gonna get the repeat effect? I don't know what else to tell you.
So did you bring any of those into the
I was about to let me finish. But before I met him, I'm sure there was some repeats. because I mean, I
Maybe
don't
look
know.
like you were disgusted.
It was a long time ago, but I feel like I probably had to be a little budget conscious with things. I don't suggest, and I know this is not what the question called for. I don't suggest using your sexual toys with multiple people. But I feel like your lingerie, I mean, he don't
think
know
y'all
who
should
saw
be.
me in it.
Oh, hell no. You shouldn't be recycling your lingerie.
Do y'all recycle your outfits, your clothes, your first date stuff?
That's totally different.
You know how much lingerie costs?
Yeah, but
So you think we're gonna go out and buy Fenty for every dude?
I just feel like say it's a nice Valentine's Day and you wore this lingerie and it didn't work out the following next year for the next Valentine's Day. I think for the new guy, you should get some fresh new lingerie.
Okay, so I'm not gonna hold you. I don't disagree. I guess I don't disagree. I also probably have not had a new guy for Valentine's Day back-to-back years. So maybe that's why I'm a little less judgmental, I guess. Because it ain't like it's a new partner every time. But also I do think that women I know y'all don't want to hear this, but so if I bought something specifically for you, I'm like, this your birthday, I got this out, that probably might be something, because I feel like, even though I believe in soul ties, there might be a memory tied to that outfit. But women also just buy lingerie. There are times where we're like, oh, I'm gonna get this for him and this, that, and the third. But women who really own lingerie probably just buy lingerie, and we're not going to dispose of it because we're not buying Hanes 3 in the pack. So I'm not throwing out.
Just for that person. If you buy just for that person and they don't make it to the next year, do you throw it away?
I'm really gonna say no.
Damn.
My money is not set up to stroke somebody's ego like that. Don't ask me, did I wear it for another nigga? How about that? Some of these things that come up should never come up. I have never in my life had a dude say, did you wear that for somebody else?
And me, I would never ask that question. But back in my mind, I feel like if it didn't come out the pack with a tag on that shit, I know you would have for another
But
dude.
when would you see that? Because again, it's not something that, now my husband, because we live in the same house together, we do everything together, we probably getting dressed together. More than likely, my husband might see new tags for something. But if there has never been a situation before meeting my husband where some guy came over or I went over to him and I had to pop the tags off, like, you won't see where it came from, how much it cost, none of that.
If you come in and spend a night at somebody's house though, and you got that spend a night bag, and you pulling your stuff out, it might have a tag on there.
I guess it just has never happened to me.
Try going through somebody's phone and seeing it on that person for somebody else. It hurts.
You shouldn't have went through the phone.
I ain't going to nobody's phone.
What you say? I mean, back in the day, you ain't never went through nobody's phone.
I went through one person's phone in my entire life, and that has scarred me.
Yeah, like.
And I also with women, and they be like, "Can you pass me my bag?" or "Can you pass me my purse?" I tell them no, because when I was younger, and my daughter's mother asked me to pass her bag, and I went to that bag, I seen notes and shit, love notes. I'm like, oh hell no! So I don't do that either. I don't pass no bags, no nothing.
Randy said it's her lingerie, not my lingerie.
She
LOL.
buy for me. It's me. It's for me.
Wim said
That's not
recycle
mine.
lingerie. Also said, I assume I'm not the first to see someone in lingerie. I mean, it's just not the Victoria's Secret. I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, I've never had a case. Maybe I packed. My mama taught me how to pack, so maybe I don't go on trips with tags still on my clothes. So I'm still definitely not going to somebody's house with it. There's never an indication for you to be like. And if somebody asks me who you wear that for, I'm just gonna be like, well, clearly not for you. We should be done. Because this is not a conversation that we should even be having. I think the conversations that we have now, or that are always talked about, are just so weird. And I'm like, this is why people are single. Because you be focusing on the wrong shit.
You shouldn't ask them questions. You shouldn't ask them questions like, you shouldn't ask how many bodies you got. Those are dumbass questions. I'm never gonna ask somebody. If somebody wants some lingerie for me, I'm like, oh shit, okay, they want some lingerie. What's wrong with this guy? I'm like, okay, they want some lingerie. What the whole
This
computer?
is full of me.
I
Like,
did.
you know, okay, they want some lingerie. Okay, cool. You know, but I ain't gonna be like, damn, where that shit come from? I ain't gonna ask how many bodies you got. I ain't asking them dumbass questions.
Well, real quick to interject on that. Toya, your way of packing is a woman's way of packing. Men, we do way different. We keep tags on stuff. Like Pastor.
I get
hold on real
that.
quick.
But what I was saying was that you won't have too many women showing up with tags.
Okay, well, hold on. Pastor.
Yeah.
Can you lift your head up? See? How long you had that hat, Pastor?
Oh, wow.
We keep tags on.
That's a totally
It's a
different
joke.
thing, though. I think that is
It
a
was a
horrible
joke.
comparison.
No, I mean, I literally go on vacation with tags on stuff. But
I mean,
anyways.
I just think it's a admittedly, like here. I mean, Hutch said he hasn't asked anybody, right? You thought it, but you ain't asked. Six, have you asked somebody that they wear their lingerie for somebody?
Nah, I prefer you just get in the bed naked.
Now that's just ungrateful, by the way.
I'm just joking.
That's ungrateful because we went through the work. Pastor Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever asked somebody did they wear their lingerie for somebody else?
No, and I didn't. So I didn't respond because I didn't want to disagree with the fellas. But I ain't never crossed my mind.
Thank you. So my point to that, thank you for saying that. My point again is we be discussing stuff on the internet that is not real. Because in real life, nobody here has asked that question, or I've never had somebody ask me that.
Would you be upset if she had like a little hole on the side of it? That's a clear indication she might have wore it before.
You talking to me?
True. But that mean that's her lingerie that she don't want for everybody. Or don't get me wrong, lingerie is lacy. I think I ripped a nightgown from my honeymoon. You think I wasn't wearing it?
What if she already had the hole by the crotch already? And it was perfect size almost.
Man.
Then maybe you need to pick a better woman, because
I'm just saying. All right, folks. Anything else going on in life, or anybody got something going on this weekend, or where the pros at?
Promos?
No. But
I thought that's what you meant.
No, I was just joking. But I do. Okay, so this is a totally different subject. But I was watching a video yesterday.
There you go, Wims. I'm sorry. I'm reading these comments.
Where the hole at?
No, I'm talking about the comment where he said, if I'm worried about if you wore lingerie for somebody else, I'll buy it myself. That's what you do. Worry about yourself. If you so pressed to ask a question like that, maybe you need some therapy. BetterHelp.com.
He trying to get that promo on.
Better Woman is on. It's a one night stand. Well, I don't do that either.
So this is something totally different. I was watching a video the other day, and it was a video of Nelly, and he was supposedly doing a gender reveal while he was rapping. I was just thinking to myself, yo, I know she's pregnant now, but I think a Nelly and Ashanti concert would have been dope.
I agree.
I think that would have been a banger. Like, who else would y'all like to see collaborate together to do a concert series?
I don't think I would go to that concert, to be honest.
How many songs? I ain't gonna start.
What
I'm
happened?
not watching no fucking Nelly. I'm not watching no Nelly and Ashanti. Hell no.
That would be a good concert, yo.
You ain't gonna baby me to death.
Nelly and Ashanti. Who else? Who would y'all like to see that could possibly happen from that era that hasn't happened yet?
What?
I don't really like concerts. So.
I would like to see Fabulous and somebody together.
It won't be
You know what I would like?
What's his name over there? It won't be him too.
What's her name? It's I know who you're talking about. Emily.
It won't be Emily.
She probably had her simple ass there. What I don't know, a collaboration, and I would probably 100% never go to this again. But when they used to have the 92Q Mountain Dew Summer Jam outside,
that's dangerous.
I love those concerts. Yes, at the Merriweather Post Pavilion. I absolutely those concerts.
I did too.
Did not feel safe at all. But that's because I live in a constant state of paranoia. But I think that I would do an outdoor concert. There is a jazz festival coming up in Baltimore. I'll let y'all know if y'all want to go with me. So there I had a plug.
Hutch, you can't think of two acts that you'd like to see together that haven't probably been together?
No, but this show that's coming, they got two shows that's coming. One that's a trap concert, and that one with Missy and Buster. I'm not interested in seeing that at all. But for something that I think I would like to see some old school, just an old school concert, and not nothing dealing with 50 years of hip hop, but I would like to see like some Run DMC, Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Just some shit like that to just go on a real tour. Just, you know, or maybe if they had the evolution of hip hop on a tour. But as far as like, I'm not interested in Usher. I'm not interested in Nicki Minaj. I'm not interested in none of them. But an evolution of hip hop tour, I think that would be great.
I would like a So Def tour.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be cool.
I'm so glad.
Even somebody representing Chris Cross, that would be good too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Diddy did that tour when he did. That'll never happen again.
Did y'all know Lil Kim was here this weekend?
Huh?
Did y'all know Lil Kim was here this weekend?
Yeah, Lil Kim was in Baltimore.
And no one told me.
Yeah, I didn't find out till the day it happened.
Now, if you know anything about me, you know I love a Lil Kim. Now, I'm sure she did some illegal shit with that man, but you know I love me some Kim.
You know what? I mean, not to get back on Diddy, but I like that Mary hasn't said anything, and that's a true friend right there.
People be like, why such and such ain't say anything? I would want my friends not to be online or doing interviews about me. I want you to shut the fuck up.
Right.
I'm sorry, I forgot I wasn't cussing on this show anymore. I want you to shut your mouth up.
Hell is the cuss word.
I said shut your mouth up.
Oh.
But yeah. So I don't like I will be like, why are you saying something?
Yeah, but I don't know. Concert wise, I don't know. I mean, I felt like the 50 Cent show was cool. But 50, he showed his age on that show.
I'm not a fan of him, so I had a question too. Oh, screw it. Never mind. I forgot what it was. Let me look at my phone again, see if I figure it out.
Anything been going on in the group? Any good conversations?
I don't know. You should know.
No, I go in there and just drop the messages and bow out. But besides that,
I'm gonna have like a 3 to 4 month, a 3 to 4 week hiatus from the group. I got a military training come up.
Oh, okay.
Did you put in your leave request for the shop?
He knows one isn't needed. Real quick before we go, because I gotta go to the market. I do have a question. I just saw this when I went in the group. And I'm gonna ask y'all instead because I'm the only lady on here. What is the most expensive gift you've received from a woman?
A child.
And let's not say our child, because that's everybody cop-out answer. What did you pay cash for? Or what did she pay cash for to give you?
MacBook.
Huh?
So
I can't understand them. Did y'all hear?
you got a MacBook.
Oh, okay, a MacBook.
Computer.
Shit, I didn't receive a whole bunch of shit.
So you feel like you do get adequate gifts?
Yeah.
I got some Louis Vuitton shoes, but I'm still not gonna say I get adequate gifts because that was just one time. I did get a PS5 too.
I give good gifts, so I will hope that I get the same thing in return.
Oh, you know what? The Xbox X was the most expensive thing I got from her.
Well, I will say this. I wanted a PS5 for a long time and talked to you guys about PS5 and told everybody to get the PS5. And the PS5 right there. To tell you the truth, I only played that joint like a couple times.
I stopped playing mine after Grand Theft, after I beat Grand Theft.
I still play the PS4.
Money's worth in his PS5.
I just felt like I was good at a game, like really good on PS4. And then when I played it on PS5, I was trash. So, I mean, I had to take my feelings out of it and go back to play my PS4. I'm the champion at. So, in retrospect, that was what did he say?
She was a stay-at-home wife at the time, so I guess I paid for that. Boy, bye. Yeah, you had 3 kids that she stayed at home with and taught. You had 3 homeschool kids that she took care of and kept alive. Okay, yeah, you ain't paying.
All right, Patrick. Let us pray. Actually, no. So look, I went to Numbers 19 to 24.
Oh, my man, what happened the last 2 months? My man in the Bible?
What did he say?
I went to Numbers 19 to 24. And I'm not even going to get to all, I'm not going to go through the whole scenario, but I did go to church on Sunday.
Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at Alfred. Look at.
Praise God. How was your church experience, brother?
Wait, hold on.
It was good. I
Everything
went
all
by
right?
myself.
Everything all right? Damn.
Look at
look
that.
like
Let's try to say something.
you
Nah,
all right?
everything was
all
good.
right? You going through something?
No, I mean it was something that I was pondering for the last 2 weeks. And the first week I didn't say nothing, but I tried to go, but I feel like the devil had everything for me not to go. It was too many thoughts, too many this and that. So on Sunday, I just got up and I went. I feel like, well, number one, it was a United Methodist church, and I will say it was all black. There was it was no white people, but that's neither here nor there. It was a kind of a newish church. I was able to go in there, sit in the corner, receive the word. They didn't hound me about like the collection plate or nothing because they didn't put it out there. They had an app, and if you wanted to pay something, you could pay something.
Damn,
And I would say this. So before I went, I told myself I need this place to tell me give me a sign that I should be here, and I needed the pastor to talk directly to me. And I will say that, I mean, this is not plausible, but I mean, when you're talking about God, it gets fuzzy. But
when you're talking about God, it shouldn't be plausible at all.
I know, but it's if that's not what you do, it is not what you do. But anyways, I went there and she started her sermon and she said a couple of things that I felt like were directed to me. And it kind of instantly made me tear because I felt like that was God talking directly to me. So it was an interesting experience. Not to say that I'm going to be a churchy person and go to church all the time, but it felt good. It was something that I needed at that moment. So it was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
Bro, you blessed me today, brother. You blessed me today.
Yeah.
Bro. I'll tell you that. You blessed me, man.
He just gave the Bible study today.
No, I think realistically, I'm gonna say this, and I hate to give these people their props and stuff, but I feel like the other week when we had the conversation, and you kind of put it like you have to give, and that resonated with me, and I was like, I was feeling like I was doing right but not doing wrong, but at the same time, I guess you have to go and get more. So I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I'm not a churchy person. I'm gonna continue to say that, but I do plan on going next week. But I also, so on my way there, it was a lot of churches. Now somebody did recommend me to go to that one, but I'm feeling like I might go to a different one. I'm gonna go back just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, but then I'm gonna try a different church. So yeah, this is my road to trying to get into heaven. Lord save me.
You don't gotta go to church to get into heaven.
No, but I mean, I need to put more, and I need to know more.
So in prior episodes, Hutch, just to fill you in a little bit, no, you do not necessarily have to go to church to get into heaven, but we were encouraging him to gain more knowledge because you don't want to think me doing this is what gets me into heaven when salvation is what gets you into heaven. But if we don't go to church, we probably don't learn those things on our own.
And then we're not around like people. Go ahead, keep going, Toya.
That's it. You go. I'm sorry. I said go ahead, and then I kept talking.
No. Go ahead.
I feel like you were saying that you didn't want to give people their props. I think you meant us too. But
we don't need the props.
You ain't got to worry. We give it all to God. That's all we want is to know that we help lead you to Christ. That's who gets the props.
That's all God, bro. That's all God.
The church, where was the church at?
It was by where I lived. It's kind of like it was like 10 miles, 10, 15 miles. It was
none of us are gonna go visit.
There's some black churches out there.
Yo, actually, it's a lot of black things out here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was
I
cool.
thought you
And
came
bro.
with the city.
Yeah,
I'd
bro.
have went with
Yeah,
you.
bro. Yeah, bro.
another thing too that I found interesting and I liked is everybody wasn't dressed up like you could wear what you want. Like I seen an old dude with like Jordans and a t-shirt. Then I seen an old dude with like a suit. I mean, I was on some just
Yeah,
a polo.
yeah.
I wanted to feel comfortable, and I feel like I've been to places where it felt super judgy. And I will say I don't know if this is me growing into a better mindset, but I've been. Well, maybe this was at New Somnus, but I've been to places where my mind is looking at women. You're like, oh.
So you gotta go to the church with a bunch of ugly people.
I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying I wasn't like, oh. And when you thinking of those things, which is not helping you, it's kind of like it's distracting.
Randy said, "Hey, Six, continue to deconstruct those preconceived notions. They may be built in or built on past trauma instead of where we are now. Also, not just built on past trauma, but built on what you hear other people say about church. And the people who have the most to say typically don't go. So how would you know?
That's good. That's a good point. That's a good point. You might be listening to somebody that don't end up going in there. This is good. This is good. Yes, it is. It's good. It's all good.
My man with the church on him.
The church.
I am so proud of you. I'm not going to talk trash about you this week.
Oh,
Real quick, I know you gotta go to the grocery market and make market. What all of this kind of led up to what I talked about Sunday. I talked about The Closer I Get to You. It's a song by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. But really, we talking about the closer we get to God. When I say that, the closer we get to God, it will blow our minds. The experience, the covering, the connection, the love, and the closer I get to you. It's talking about, we talk about molding, we talk about shaping, we talk about pruning. When you had to mold, shape, and prune a branch so it'll grow. It's just like when ladies growing their hair, they had to cut the split ends for it to grow. Same thing with pruning. Fruit bearing, holiness is happiness. And stay close to the vine, the closer we get to God. When JJ wants something, he will butter us up first. He'd be like, Mommy, Daddy, how are you feeling? Can I have a hug? I don't know if Mimi do this, Toya, but JJ does this.
Nice.
But me cutting straight to the point, I'd be like, JJ, what do you want? Just tell me what you want. When two people get closer to each other, they form a bond, they show a relationship, and they have a connection. The Bible says, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. The closer we get to God, the spirit prevails over the flesh. The closer we get to God, the right way to do things becomes second nature. The closer we get to God, the wrong spirit will feel uncomfortable around us and want to move away from us. The closer we get to God, we understand better by and by, just like my brother Six had that experience. The closer we get to God, the more fruit we produce. The closer we get to God, the more honorable we are, the more we love others, the more wisdom we gain, the more we learn to live right. For us here today, the question has to be asked, has the storms of life pulled you away from that vine? Are you so busy that you don't have time for God? What priorities do you have? Does your daily schedule show that God really has no place in your life except on Sunday morning? Look at the fruit that you're producing in your life. The Bible says that there's a time for everything, a time and a place for everything done under heaven. There will be a last time for everyone to have a meal with their family. There will be a last time for everyone to kiss their family and say they love them. There will be a last time you pull out your driveway. There'll be a last time to attend a worship service. Who standing here is ready to face eternity today? And are you connected to the vine? This is the time to stop and evaluate where you are with Christ. Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. He's waiting for your answer.
Amen.
All right, well, this concludes the show. We'd like to thank our special guest for coming on today.
Yes, indeed.
Big Hutch.
I don't know when I'll see y'all again. Maybe I'll see y'all next week, but I don't know when I'll see y'all again. I'm glad, to be honest, I'm like, 2 things have been moving without me. The transportation and the show. And I'll be seeing y'all. Last week I was working. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I just watched the show. I see Mr. Six over there eating. But I was watching the show. I said, okay, look at him. Every week I'll be still watching, you know what I'm saying? But y'all going strong. Y'all doing the damn thing. So hopefully I'll be back around. But y'all doing a marvelous job. And
Well,
Mr.
thank
Six,
you. We tried.
I'm proud of you that you have gone to church. I was raised in the church, and I've been disconnected from the church a long time, but I'm still connected to God. And I'm glad that you have found your way, you know, and hopefully you do find a church home. I wish I could find a church home, one that's, not full of BS. But I'm glad you're doing that, man, for your mind frame, for your life. That's good of you.
Yeah. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna be back next week. We're gonna get Sharp Lady for the early 10 minutes. But we're still working on consistency. This is what we're doing here. And even though sometimes we all don't want to come, somehow we make
We'll
it.
make the speech.
Oh. Well, I apologize. Forget you all. Not just playing. All
Good
right.
night, y'all. Be blessed.
No Diddy.
Mimi, it was good seeing you, Mimi.
Say
Mimi.
bye. No.
All right, Mimi. I don't know what happened to my camera, but I don't know what happened to that joint.
You're not gonna say yeah.
All
There you
right,
go.
folks.
Hey.
All right, Mimi. Well,
Hey.
good folks. Hoping I'll be here next week, but if not, y'all keep strong and hey, this is the shop.
Blessings.